We do roll into our men's quarterfinals. Starting us off is Xavier Huxtable taking on J.Willcox. These two guys, they know each other so well. They know their competitive strengths so well, and the best part is they're pretty good friends.
They deserve to be here. They surf so well, but competitively for Jacob, I know that he wants to be back on the tour, and this is a great start for him here.
Yeah, beautiful opening turn. Swoops back into the pocket on this one. And this wave, he's just patiently waiting for it to bowl up on this inside section. Super vertical in the pocket. He's going to get more room to move down on the inside here. Jacob just looking so crisp on his board. And he's going for the finish and couldn't get it. It's a small score for Jacob, but Zabe getting started here.
Yeah, Xavier wouldn't have wanted to wait too much longer here. Up into the lip, nice and strong on that first turn as he brings this one through to the inside here. It's certainly suiting this young man. You mentioned he kept this board on ice from surfing here at his event at Bells Beach. And the conditions today not too dissimilar to a fresh Victorian morning as he brings this one through to the inside and gets the finish he was hoping for. Outside, J.Willcox looking to put a bit of pressure there on Xavier. And unfortunately not being able to extract too much out of this ride here. Coming unstuck there. But Xavier can kind of look now to just build himself into this heat as we see live action here, Jess.
Here we go, Xavier looking to put another score on the board. Starts off with a carve, gets a little hung up at the second one. He went really high on that offshore. Can tell it's just getting under his board a little bit. But while we just have a moment and leaving the door open for this guy, Xavier having a look at this wave here. Bit slow getting into it, so he's wanting to hopefully get a bit of damage done. Starts with a carve. This one's starting to link up through this inside section. Now we're going to go to work. Lays into a big turn here for Xavier Huxtable and gets the finish right before the reef there. You can see the water starting to churn over. It's all going to come down to this end turn.
Yeah, exactly. As you said, he took a while to kind of get into this wave and got his board moving through this part of the wave. Then ideally, he would have been hoping for a bit of a combo on the inside, but it was just the one turn. But what a turn it was. He's only chasing a 4.17, and I think it's going to be right there.
Wow. That was the way he elevated that back foot up and just get that little bit more Victorians as well.
Oh, big time. Yep. Could either be a small day at Winky, high tide Rincon, either one of the two. I think Zabe would be feeling pretty good. And look, I don't hate the strategy of Xavier, just the way that the waves he was taking off on and the waves that he's looking at. As he throws a reverse there and comes unstuck. Just with the time remaining on the clock and kind of how inconsistent it's been.
I think a smart heat. Jacob, though, trying to get rid of a 2.83. That's a really nice opening carve to start this wave off. Slashes into a second turn. He's hoping this one really steepens up down the line. That's a great floater for J.Willcox. He's going to stick with this one. Comes past his competitor. That's never a good feeling to watch your surfer start teeing off onward. Is a really great wave. Gets the finish here for J.Willcox on the inside, and the Aussie squad, they love it for Jacob. In the last wave score for Zabe, it locks in, and it was a 4.83, so this only had to be a 3.5 stace.
Yep, yeah, he's done that in the first two turns. You can see there, though, that wind is sort of wreaking havoc on Jacob's board as he kind of brings his way through to the inside here. He did well to get the completion on that sort of sketchy floater section, but once he kind of got around here, and I think he knew he was on his way to a good score, you could just sort of see it looked like it loosened up a little bit and managed to get the big finish here, which he'll be stoked on. That's gonna pair really well with his 7.33.
Yeah, beautiful drone shots here of this last wave, and it's definitely going to be that wave. It's going to put him back in the lead. I just love the way he just strung these maneuvers together. It felt like it was a really connected wave from start to finish. That end turn, you can tell he's a really strong surfer. His backhand, definitely one of his strengths as well. This wave had a really great wall at the start here, Stace.
Yeah, he did well to kind of check that turn, keep his energy moving down the line, and well, bang, huge turn out the back there. That was one of the better turns we've seen on the outside section all morning. You know, it's going to give him a bit more on the inside here too. Did well to keep his speed moving through. And this wave just kept on giving. Beautiful series of turns there for Jacob. The legs were burning after that one, and then Xavier outside, Jess.
Zabe needed to convert on this one, floats this first section. Bit of downtime through this middle bit. He really has to get some major moments going. Carve down, floats this next section here. It's got a great wall to it. He's just ever so slightly behind. Big end turn there for Zabe. There's nothing wrong. Like the feeling of that one.
Mick Fanning fins.
Makes sense.
Fist pump. All makes sense.
We're going to see J.Willcox in the semi-finals coming up later.